do have a winning record, 7-3 on the year, but just 2-3 in conference. Coming off of a win against Montreat in North Carolina. Rolls back to Clennons again. Down the touchline, and a throw in for Bluefield. Now running on the midfield of the pitch, as you noted right before we went on the air, Cynthia, Carleek Owens getting the start tonight.
Which is a change up for Bluefield. Carleek brings a different type of game. He's definitely quicker than most of their forwards they put on. Kevin's a bigger body, likes to hold the ball up, distribute to Bell and Joe Stacy on the outsides. Carleek's going to get in the back line, I feel like, a lot more tonight.
3 minutes elapsed in this one, 41:59 on the clock. Another throw-in. Headed away by Duarte Ferreira, who scored the lone goal for Bluefield on a penalty kick in the last match here against Milligan.
Great defense by Joe Stacy on the outside.
And Joe Stacy's all up and down the pitch for Bluefield. On the attack that time, it was Neat Rockham. Now the throw-in tapped, and it'll be a corner kick for Columbia International. 41.5 minutes left to go in the first half. Rams coming into this match with just 2 wins on the season, 6 losses, and 1 draw against Milligan. So they are now 1-4-1 in the conference. Corner. Misses the head, chipped up. Ferreira trying to fight for it, and it's booted away. Owens ranges the ball at midfield. Foul called and a free kick for Bluefield.
For the first 5 minutes starting in Bluefield's defensive half, I believe Sven's going to have to come up big this game also.
And he definitely came up big against Milligan. That could have been a loss if it hadn't been a great match in the net for the goalkeeper, who made 10 saves, including a pretty fantastic one in the second overtime. You got to remember, those overtimes are golden goals, so Kleinhans was playing with his, or Clennons rather, was playing with his back to the wall for most of the match and still found a way to keep that at a draw at 1-1. Headed away. Here's Stacy. Rather, that's Vasquez. Still can't find the roll. Now a throw-in for Columbia International. As Victor Marone on the throw-in. Stoffel pops it up. Rams haven't had the ball in the attacking third. It's been all Columbia International so far. Now they'll have a free kick to set them up nicely. 39-14 on the clock, still 0-0. Carleek Owens as well as Stoffel setting up near the box, joined by Joe Stacy, the senior from England. Ferreira to take the free kick, upperclassman from Portugal. Boots it deep for Stoffel. Header! And it rolls to Lemus on a bounce. Good try for Bluefield early on. And that's the first look they've had at goal. Blackman slides it back to Clennons.
The ref is really trying to keep control of this game early, calling quick fouls.
We saw in that last match against Milligan, things got a bit chippy there at the end, and you could expect that. Both teams very frustrated, playing on a muggy amount of turf here at East River. Does seem like the pitch has dried out. Well, there's been a lot of action here in the two Virginias as far as soccer goes. Long free kick headed away. So this field might be caked up with some wet dirt again. Did rain a little bit earlier in the day. Throw in Columbia. Dangerous throw-in coming up for Columbia International. Marone. Moreto lost it. Vasquez on a sprint. Promising through ball. Owens fights it off and can't retain possession. Vasquez coming back. Bluefield's first spurt of energy, spreading the ball loose. It's Stacy. Smith on the cross. No one's there. Owens and Stoffel were both there. Physicality, Rams bumping the ball loose. Throw in Columbia International. Making the trip up from Columbia, South Carolina. Two teams trying to find a win in the AAC. Good pass. Left footer. Pushed away by Clennons. Another save for Clennons and a corner kick ensuing for Columbia International.
Seems to me Bluefield's back line is still trying to get used to each other. Duarte's in the center back position, somewhat like he played last year, but with different people surrounding him. Gabriel, Elijah, and JoJo. I feel like they have to get used to it. Kevin's definitely playing an attacking mid position. I feel like they're still trying to find their sway throughout the defense.
Romulo Barreto on to kick this corner away. Popped up. Punched away by Clennons. Stoffel finds it and boots it towards midfield. Rolling back to Clennons and the Rams, thwart the White Rams opportunity there. Once again, Bluefield College in the red and Columbia International in the white. Starting to feel like fall here in the two Virginias. It's been kind of a gloomy day. The sun came out right before game time. Now the wind picking up. Nodded away by Ferreira. The pressure by Owens forces them to kick it out of bounds, and Bluefield has a throw-in so close to the box. That was a last gasp opportunity for Ezekiel Hemling. Kicked away by Batterman. And now the Rams have it again. Promising pass knocked away by Hemling. Ferreira trying to feed down the field, and JoJo Oldham was not in position to get that one. So now it'll be a throw-in for Victor Marone as the temperatures drop here at East River. Abel Bagale draws the foul, free kick Bluefield. Clock is down to 32:55. Columbia International with numbers in the box. No foul called. That was so close. Raheem Gordon taking a dive in the box. No call. And the Rams thwart yet another opportunity from Columbia International. Bluefield can't find the separation they need. Clennons waits on it, and he'll get it on a bounce. Throw in CIU. 31:50 on the clock.
Bluefield seeming like they're getting more possession, just not control possession, where they can really keep the ball on the flat surface, knocking the ball around.
Well, in the first 3 minutes of the match, Columbia International had those possessions. Can they dice up a goal attempt here? Towering Rams defense fighting the ball away. Ferreira fidgets that one straight to Kevin Stoffel. Owens. That's it. Slide past him. Rams on the attack. Now Columbia International will have it with 31 minutes and 6 seconds left to go in the first half. Still scoreless through 14 minutes of work in a windy East River Soccer Complex. Long chance over the post and a goal kick. That was Stacy with a left foot. He's been known to let one go from deep with that left foot, and just thought, why not try it with 30 minutes and 25 seconds left before halftime. Clennons ranges away. Targeting Vasquez. Stacy spinning around in midfield. Smith. Too much. Now throw in for Bluefield. Be a free kick rather, or nope, throw in. Stoffel slipped. No call. Columbia International running loose. Punched away. Ferreira, great defense. Jeremiah Ruth had a long run to the box, and Ferreira, the veteran for the Bluefield College Rams, just kicked it away. CIU still on the attack, though. Under 30 minutes left to play in the first half, 28:50 to be exact. Free kick, CIU. Marcos De Paz, who's already registered a shot. Now down, it'll be a free kick, very close for CIU. Free kick. It'll be Barreto. Blocked. Bluefield wall staying strong there. Ferreira with a header. Now a free kick for Bluefield. Nathaniel Ruth. Long shot. Nowhere close. That time DePaz was just trying to let one go, and Clennons had nothing to do with it. So now it'll be a free kick for Bluefield with 27 minutes and 20 seconds left to go in the first half. Knocked off of Vasquez. That had to sting right off the thigh. It'll be a throw-in for Columbia. Another throw-in for CIU.
I feel Bluefield College is having a hard time keeping possession in the final third due to their front three running straight forward. Kevin's usually the one with their back turned to goal. Carly needs to take that role, either turn his back, or Vasquez needs to be the one checking into the midfield, finding ball at the feet instead of over the top every time.
Well, it looks like Owens is relying on his speed to get past a few defenders, and it almost worked. But you're right, they need two physical guys, and Carly Owens and Kevin Stoffel just aren't the same in that regard. We already noted at the beginning of the match, Stoffel a lot bigger. Another throw-in for CIU. .25 on the clock. Loose ball in the box and bouncing to Clennons. Headed off of Raheem Gordon. I think he was shocked he had a chance at that after it rolled all the way over Ferreira. Picked off again. Here's DePaz. Cross bounces in. Knocked away. And another throw-in for CIU. Offside, and now a free kick for Bluefield. Clock down to 24:10. Bailey England, Cynthia Brown, an AAC matchup.
Bluefield doesn't seem like they're coming out with the same intensity as they did against Milligan. I don't know if that's just because they were playing against a former player coaching Milligan's squad, but it doesn't seem the same to me.
Yeah, the Rams were playing against Kyle Finley, interim head coach of Milligan, who was a Bluefield College Ram just last year. This is only their third match at home and have yet to get a win. 0-1-1 on the season. Lost to Bryan and drew with Milligan. Whistle, and now free kick for Bluefield. 23-25 on the clock now. Here's Oldham. Well, the connection from the midfield to the forwards has not been there yet tonight. Still a lot of match left to play. And the box. Trouble for CIU, kept alive. Right footer. Bounced away. Throw in CIU. Dangerous pass. Over the net, and now a goal kick. Columbia International is doing a better job of creating chances early, but the defense Bluefield is relying on, and Duarte Ferreira has made it tough for Columbia International to put anything behind Clennons. Clennons already with one save tonight. Hugo Lemus, goalkeeper on the other end for Columbia International, has not been tested. Columbia International gets the ball back. Clock reads 21:40. Trying to feed Owens. Lemus ranges away and gets the ball. Another chance to showcase that speed for Carleek Owens. Two-sport athlete here at Bluefield, also plays men's volleyball. Throw in for CIU. Wasting no time. Raheem Gordon pushed out. Now a throw in for CIU. Inching closer and closer to the net. 20.5 minutes left. Stoffel picks it away. Needs help. Vasquez. Deep pass. Connecting to no one on the forward end.
CIU is doing a great job using the whole width of their field this game. Bluefield's having a hard time finding the outside flanks, creating space for their midfields to receive the ball back.
And that really is something the Rams have struggled with for most of the year. Here's CIU with a chance. Bumping outside of the box and a free kick. This one's even closer than the last one CIU took. See if Romulo Barreto will take this one again. $18:45. Right footer sails over the net and into the parking lot. So another set piece and a failure for CIU. 18:30 on the clock now. Rams have only logged 2 shots not on goal. 4 shots for CIU with 1 on net.
Although CIU has not been able to capitalize off of Bluefield's fouls near the box, Bluefield's going to have to do a lot better job not fouling so close to the 18.
Yeah, we've already seen them have 2 dangerous spots for free kicks. Down the touchline. Bodies to the ground, and now a free kick for Bluefield. Digging down to 17:45 on the clock now. So Justin Morton experimenting with a brand new lineup with Carleek Owens as one of the forwards. Glennon steps up so the Rams can have more bodies across midfield. Back to Stoffel. Columbia International fighting the ball away. Bluefield now with space. Vasquez down low. Didn't see Oldham cutting behind him. Columbia International's able to play some great defense. A foul called on Bluefield. Ferreira draped over the back of Gordon in a free kick. Yellow card for Barreto for Columbia International. That was after the foul, or before the foul rather. They said play on, and a free kick either way for Columbia International. But that's our first booking of the match. Romulo Barreto, a yellow card. Now done with 16:40 on the clock. Here's Ezekiel Hemling. Headed back towards the middle. Pinging around in the box. Stoffel fights the ball away in midfield. Owens has to win the race. He will. No call. Space for Bluefield. Vasquez. Into the box. Left footer. Trying to find the head. Almost in the net. Nahid Rocham saving the day for Columbia International, Cynthia. That was almost the first goal of the night.
That's the build-up Bluefield needs to score a goal against this team. They knocked it out wide to Brian, found Carleek, and they just kept moving the ball. Carleek gave a great ball to Brian in the midfield.
That was
Brian being very unselfish when he got into the box just to send it back over to Alec.
Alec Vitro nearly having a goal there. And there was nothing the keeper could do about it. He was not in the position to get that one. So he had to rely on his defender to make the play, and he did. First corner of the match for Bluefield with 15.5 minutes left to go in the first half. Stoffel lining up close to the net. Bends it in. Header. Just wide. And a goal kick for Columbia International.
You know, Bailey, just before that play outside to Brian to find Carleek, I was going to say Bluefield felt like they were losing their outside presence, moving Joe Stacy in center mid. But I guess not.
Yeah, that was the best play of the match for Bluefield so far. And you can see the potential in Carleek Owens just with that speed there, ranging against Hemling to keep that ball alive. Now, it was very close for the line judge to even see if that ball was in or out. It's a bit questionable from here, but Rams nearly had their first goal of the match. Now they have to fight for another one. 14.5 minutes left to go in the first half. Ferreira trying to find Vasquez. Trajectory on the ball changed after Owens popped it up off of his thigh.
Justin changing their style of play again, moving Ola Tunji to center forward with more of a bigger body presence than Carleek. Hopefully trying to hold the ball up and find Joe Stacy and Alec on the outsides.
So Owens subbed out of the match, and Olatunji Ibafemi, yet another two-sport athlete at Bluefield College, comes in. He's a bit bigger, maybe Maybe not as fast, but physicality more there with him and Kevin Stoffel. Here's Smith. Tripped up defensive play for Columbia International. Still pinballing around. Oh, whistle now and a free kick. That one's going to be on Kevin Stoffel. No card. We will have to wait.
I believe that was a card on Joe Stacy for Bluefield.
Anything going to the books, though? I didn't see the official bring anything up. Stops the clock at 13-13. We'll have to see. Calling this match from about 200 yards away, folks, it's very hard to see. We'll continue here with 13-13 on the clock. Still all tied up at 0-0. Looking for someone to pass it to on the cross, and it's off of a Rams foot. So for Columbia International, another corner kick. And it will be. It was a yellow card on Joe Stacy. Quick corner for CIU. Can't find a head. And it will go back to Bluefield. 12:28 left to go in the first half. Knocked away, staying with Bluefield. Rams in the red, CIU in the white. Vasquez. Good play. Can't get through all the defenders. No one there on the pass attempt. Cross. Popped away. No room in the box. Rams still have it. Stacy now, left footer. Pushed away by Lemus. Still loose. Bumping around in the box. A whistle, and it will be a penalty kick. A foul on the keeper. Rams will try to take the lead here. Ferreira took a PK for Bluefield the last time they played here at East River. And it looks like he'll take it again, Cynthia.
Dorothy or Kevin are their go-to PK takers for this team, both promising. I mean, I call this one in the back of the net.
11:02, have to see if you're right. 11:02 left to go in the first half. Ferreira. In there, goal Bluefield. For the second straight home match, Duarte Ferreira puts Bluefield up in the first half. It's 1-0.
Although Ferreira got the goal, that whole play started because Joe Stacy took the chance from 40 yards out to knock a really hard-paced ball on the ground to the keeper. Couldn't catch the ball. Luckily, Michael Enns was there to try covering it up, called the foul in the box.
Now Bluefield does rely on their attack to start with Joe Stacy. He's a guy that takes those chances. Already sent a couple pretty deep. "1-0 Bluefield with 11:02 left to go. Making sure they get this kickoff right. Throw in CIU. Actor Smith pushes it wide. Chipped pass. Ferreira. All up and down the pitch for Bluefield. Good knock away. This is where Bluefield has struggled all match, trying to get past midfield to the forwards. Free kick, CIU. Clock down to 9:40. Down on the play, it was Luke Noland. For the CIU Rams, wasted about 20 seconds on the clock now. Vasquez. Stacy. Trying to connect to Oldham. They will. Rams on a break. They do have numbers. Stoffel. Cross. Instead, it's a shot. Bobbled but corralled by Lemus with 8:40 left to go.
As Kevin's able to take that ball down the flank with numbers in the box, he has to be able to pick someone out in the box. He had Ola Tunji and Michael Lenz in the box. It's a great choice keeping the ball on the ground. You never know how it's going to deflect off a fender. Just try to pick a player out there.
Fought away by JoJo Oldham. Bumps past one defender. Can't get past the second, but a throw in for Bluefield with 7:55 left to go. Looked like that bumped off of the hand of Vasquez. It's now a free kick for CIU. 1-0 Bluefield. Moments ago, another penalty kick punched in the back of the net from Duarte Ferreira. Rams trying to find not only their third win of the season, but their second win overall as an AAC squad this year. It's been a tough year of transition for Bluefield. New head coach, a few new pieces in the lineup. Imafemi battling with Lemming. Free kick, or rather a throw in for the Rams. We went down, going against Hemling, rather. Throw in CIU. Down to 6 minutes, 28 seconds. Here's Vasquez. Throw in Bluefield. Inside, 6 minutes left to go in the first half. box. Whistle, and Vasquez thought he had a shot coming up. So close to an opportunity to make it 2-0 Bluefield. But the referee's deciding there was too much entanglement in the box. Rolling it back, Clemens has to clear quickly, and he does. More physicality. And a yellow card on Bluefield. Well, that one's going to be on Stoffel. Second straight match where he has a yellow card for the Rams. And now Bluefield with 2 yellow cards, Joe Stacy and Kevin Stoffel, halting the clock at 5 minutes, 8 seconds. Ambitious free kick. Now rolls back to the back line. It'll be a goal kick for Sven Clemens with 5 minutes left. Shots in the match, CIU and Bluefield. Both named the Rams, and they both have 6 shots. Bluefield College with 3 shots on goal, and for CIU, just 2. Throw in CIU. Marin. Even Femi didn't have the best header. Great pass. Stops in his tracks. Ruth tries to find space. Barreto. Chip towards the net. And caught on a bounce, or rather stuffed on a bounce by Clemens. Clock down to 3:15. Only goal of the match scored by Duarte Ferreira on a penalty kick. That was after Joe Stacy belted the ball into the box from about 30 yards out. But Hugo Lemus, the goalkeeper, smashed into one of the forwards for Bluefield. Throw in for the Rams, 2:45 left to go. Another throw in for Bluefield. Rams trying to connect on another shot to put them up at 2-0. Throw in Rams.
Bluefield's looking like they did in the beginning of the match, not being able to find possession and keep the ball out wide, finding the space. JoJo has a lot of speed on the outside. Finding the outside backs with Elijah Smith on the other side would be very, very beneficial to them.
Those breakaways have been few and far in between, but when they did happen, it did scare CIU. Another long-range pass. Popped up by Ruth, and another diving save for Sven Clemens. Clock rolling down now to 1:35. Ibafimi. Stoffel has to be careful. Already has a yellow card. Right off of Ibafimi, taking a shot to the groin. Everyone's playing on. Throw in and now some stoppage. Halts the clock at 1:01. We'll take a break here on the Rams Digital Sports Network. 1-0 in favor of Bluefield in the first half.
Just fall out. That's it. I really want to take the biggest lead not playing well. I don't know. Is there anything else you can do? Like, there's nothing else you really can do for it.
One 0 after Ibafimi is carded, or not carded, but helped off of the field after an apparent groin injury. Wish him the best as the clock has started. 1 minute left to go in the first half. Whistle and CIU will retain possession. Still rolling down. Can CIU muster up a shot before halftime? Rams scoring on a goal, or rather a penalty kick. Free kick. Ruby Barreto bends it towards the net. Loose ball. 25 seconds now. Throw in Bluefield. Will Bluefield have enough speed here? They're not in any hurry to get this off. Now down to 15 seconds. Five seconds. And that is it for the first half. Rams up 1-0 against the Columbia International Rams, looking for their second AAC win of the year. We're going to be right back with the second half here from East River Soccer Complex. Ready for the second half in Bluefield. Rams up 1-0 after the penalty kick driven in by Duarte Ferreira. But CIU, they led the attack for most of the first half. Will the equalizer where the Rams hold up? We will see in the next 45 minutes here from East River Soccer Complex. Bailey Engel and Cynthia Brown. And you know, Cynthia, CIU, they just look more like a faster team. And we're seeing it early on already with 20 seconds in this first half. They have a better way of passing the ball around the pitch, but the Rams just found their way for that one opportunity, and they made something of it.
It definitely seemed like a faster team. I expect this half for them to come out 1 goal down with more urgency than they did the first half. They're a good team. Their center forward loves to hold the ball up. He's a great center forward. He's like a 9 position. 21 is not afraid to also take shots outside the box, as we've seen before.
Yeah, that's Romulo Moreto. He already has a yellow card. Speaking of those yellow cards, 2 crucial ones for Bluefield. Kevin Stoffel as well as Joe Stacy getting put into the books. Other than that, slightly physical match. We can expect it to get a bit more chippy in the second half where players get a little bit more tired, a bit more frustrated. Most of the match has been controlled in the CIU half. DePaz slips up. Ferreira, he has been strong for Bluefield. It's almost like CIU's going up against 2 keepers. You got to get through Ferreira first, and then Clennons is just brought in as the emergency. A foul, and it is going to be on Bluefield. Was it in the box?
Seemed to me the initial foul was outside the box, although he fell inside the box.
Big call coming up here. So either way, it's going to be a free kick, very close, but Bluefield can try to find a way to manage it, and now it will be outside of the box. By the way, 2 minutes already lapsed here in the second half. Wind picking up, the temperatures continuing to drop. And now a free kick for CIU. And the CIU Rams bend this one in. Wide of the net. Goal kick for Bluefield. Another missed opportunity for CIU, and they have had some promising chances on the set pieces very close to the net. Now a goal kick for Clennons. Has 2 saves. 3 saves on the other end for Hugo Lemus. Contact. Barretos wins it for CIU. Gordon. Belbagale defensive fight. Rams with numbers. Inside the box. Right footer. Goal Bluefield. 2-0 Rams on the foot of Kevin Stoffel.
That was a beautiful setup play, just starting from Brian fighting through all that with the bell, getting the ball off to Kevin, drawing the defender out wide. Great way for Kevin to beat their center back to finish in the back of the net.
First goal of the year at East River for Kevin Stoffel. That's all the Rams needed, just a glimpse and a shot of energy. And now it's 2-0, 41-23 left to go in the second half.
These next 5 minutes for Bluefield is definitely going to be really, really important as they're going to take a lot of pressure coming from CIU, being 2 goals down now. Still a lot of time left in the game. They just have to play tight defense for the rest of the game.
CIU 7-3 on the year, but a losing record in the AAC. Good pass, but the flag comes up offside. Long rolling ball to Ricky Prestridge. Down to 40 minutes, 50 seconds. If you're Columbia International, you have to be wondering what went wrong here. You've controlled possession. You've mustered up the better-looking shots, but the Rams still lead 2-0. Sven Clennons looking for a clean sheet. Has a long way from doing that, 40 minutes and 12 seconds. Alec Vitro. It's a long bouncer down the line. And a throw in for CIU. Fought away by Vitro. Another promising look for the Rams. Stacy misses off the left foot. Loose ball. Just didn't have the best shot on goal there. Back down to Smith. Good touch. Good pass. Misses the head. Abel Bagale was about to make it 3-0 if that one went off of the dome correctly. Stoffel. Too much, and it will be a goal kick for Hugo Remus. 2-0 in favor of Bluefield, 38-38 left to go.
This game is reminding me a lot about the women's side game. It was a game I watched this weekend with Florida Gators in South Carolina. Coach Shelley for South Carolina stated it's the difference between effective passing and possession over just passing in general. Florida led that game with 64-37 in possession, but USC actually controlled that game, winning 2-0 with just effective passing and shots.
Well, the Rams haven't had as many passes here in the second half, but they look like they have been more effective than CIU, and definitely more effective than they have been in the entire first half of the match. And we're just 7 minutes into the second half. Now Vasquez. Now foul on Bluefield. Free kick for CIU. Herrera, good header. Pushed it away with his knee. Now a free kick. Another yellow card for Bluefield.
Brian Vasquez, I believe that is.
Yeah, Vasquez. The third yellow card of the match on the Rams. Stoffel, Stacy, and now Vasquez. Another free kick for the Rams in white. Left footer. Knocked away on a header. Still alive and a throw in.
Bluefield's up 2-0 with 35 minutes left. They just have to play a lot smarter. These fouls don't need to be needed, especially if they're not in attacking position.
Noland chips towards the net. Flag comes up and he was offside. Ricky Prestridge was ahead of all the defenders, and it'll be a free kick for Bluefield. 36 minutes flat left to go in the match. 2-0 Rams. Of the Bluefield variety, of course. Throw in for Bluefield. Here's Stacy. Vasquez. Want a handball and they'll get it. Another free kick for CIU. Another whistle. This will be a foul on Bluefield. And another booking. Add Duarte Ferreira to the mix. 4 yellow cards on the Rams. They are still winning this 2-0. Now they have to be careful. A couple of crucial players that have yellow cards. Stops the clock at 35-17. Nothing on the free kick. Launches it and rolls wide. Goal kick for Bluefield, still up 2-0, but 4 yellow cards. Vasquez, the first in the second half. Duarte Ferreira getting booked. The first one was Joe Stacy, and then Kevin Stoffel.
This just comes to Bluefield being smart. They're up 2-0. There's no need for fouls. 4 out of their starting 11 have yellow cards, and to me, they are very crucial players with Duarte in their back line, Joe Stacy. Three of them basically are their goal scorers for this team.
Yeah, Stoffel already with a goal in the second half. Joe Stacy created the chance that allowed Duarte Ferreira to knock the ball in on a penalty kick. Bagale, flag came up, and that will make the goal a thing of the past. Did not count, 34-14.
I'm not too sure about that call, Bailey. That call seemed like it deflected off of their center back, which makes the ball in play for a bell.
Well, either way, Bluefield will have to try to bounce back as Hugo Remus launches the ball deep. Or Lemus, rather. Be a free kick for Bluefield. Sven Clennons will step up. Clennons. Can't find the head of Stoffel. Here comes Blackman. Out to Vitro. Throw in Bluefield. 33 seconds, or 33 minutes, 10 seconds. 2-0 Rams. Here's Stacy. Options it out wide. Up to Stacy. Nowhere to go. That was a good job by CIU's defense swarming around Joe Stacy when he was the obvious guy that was going to be on the end of that pass. Lennon's under pressure. Back to Bagale. Stoffel. Can he win this wrestling match? And he pops it up over the net. It'll be a goal kick. Good touch from Abel Bagale to even think that might have been a chance. Hugo Lemus goal kick. Header Bluefield. Bagale. Stoffel. Throw in Rams. And they find another goal. CIU trying to break away from the clean sheet. 31.5 minutes left to go in the match. Rams loading up the box once again. The cross. Back to Ferreira. Left it over. Now another goal kick. Now Lemus. Good fight from Stacy. Keeps the ball. Stacy. Left footer. Header. Now to Lemus. Gotta give it to Joe Stacy though. Aggressive way. Getting past the defender. Lot of energy for the boys in red. 30 minutes, 5 seconds. Here's Barretos. Paz. Can't get past Ferreira. Down low to Vitro. Abel Bagale. Hit hard, and now it'll be a free kick for Bluefield. Will there be a card? That was Nolan mixing it up with Abel Bagale. No card, but still a dangerous foul. So a free kick for Bluefield. Joe Stacy puts it on where he would like it. 28 minutes, 47 seconds left to go in the match. Rams scoring earlier on in the second half on the foot of Kevin Stoffel on that breakaway play. Left foot. Knocked away. Corner kick, Bluefield. Stacy will stay back. Clock now rolling to 28-13. Stacy. Header. Is it in? No, they wanted a handball. And CIU is going to argue for a red card here. Bit of a chippy play. I have to get another look at it. Almost looked like Bagale slapped the ball in. I don't really know what he was thinking there. That's quite obvious. Nothing happens, though. 27.5 minutes left to go.
I mean, I can't say I haven't seen it before. I mean, I've seen Barcelona done it off of goals to win the UEFA.
And Diego Maradona did it back in the 80s, and Argentina ended up winning the World Cup.
Not too sure how he planned to get away from it with his hand past his head.
No.
But, I mean,
nothing happens, though. Stoffel tumbles down and a free kick for Bluefield. Down to 27-20.
This is a dangerous position for CIU to be in with their backs to goal. Joe Stacy and Duarte both are very great free kick takers. They both can definitely place one from 30 yards out.
And it definitely has been a slow second half for CIU after they got the match off to such a fast start. They were the better passers early on, but second half it's been all Rams. Stacy and Ferreira lining up. Won't be shocked if Stacy tries to push it past Lemus here. Stacy takes the shot straight to the wall. Ferreira somersaulting in the air. That's a dangerous play. And Ferreira's hurt. CIU arguing that they were playing for the ball and it was just unlucky. As a matter of fact, that's one of their players said. We can hear him from up here. Ferreira's up. Will he walk off? Yes. Another player is down. That's for CIU. Halts the clock at 26-21. While they tend to him, we will take a break. Rams up 2-0 here on the Rams Digital Sports Network. Player down was Marcos De Paz, and that could hinder any chance at a comeback for CIU. He's one of the better players for the CIU Rams. Here's Joe Stacy off with a free kick. Chance at goal, wide right. That was an absolute bullet. Stoffel slid over to try to knock it in himself for his second goal of the night. But instead, the clock will roll at 26-10, and another free kick coming for Hugo Lemus.
Very fortunate for Bluefield that Duarte wasn't hurt in that play. Duarte's been you can say, like a brick wall back there for Bluefield's defense.
Yeah, he's made it easier on Sven Clennons, which is an improvement as Clennons has to run up to get that ball. Clennons had 10 saves in the match. Now, granted, it did go the full 110 minutes. Ferreira has a goal in this one. Now Stacy with space. Vasquez. On the ground, rolling straight to the keeper. Good shot for Vasquez, who does have a yellow card with 25-20 on the clock.
Joe Stacy's craftiness on the ball still impresses me. He's an all-around player, playing from outside back to outside mid to center mid position. He can definitely do it all.
All the attacks run through Joe Stacy. All the big chances are normally from him as well. Now a free kick for CIU, wasting no time. Rolls into the box, right footer, just wide. Couldn't find the connecting foot. Neat Rocham was sprinting, and if he found the ball, that was going to blaze through the back of the net. But instead, a goal kick. "24.5 minutes left to go in the match. Now a goal kick. Vitro, one-on-one, and he falls down. Free kick. This could be a card coming up.
That should definitely be a card, with Vitro being in an attacking goal-scoring position.
And a yellow. Hard to see who they put that on. Was it on one of the center mids and Ezekiel Hemling? Or was it on Doran Batterman? Have to see where they mark it up. Batterman seems to be a bit disappointed with the call, but Vitro is down. Free kick coming up for Bluefield just outside the box. Just as we predicted, as the clock is down to 23:57, the match gets more frustrating for the team, especially the team down in CIU, and they're going to start fouling a bit more.
I mean, as a center back, I call that a very smart foul. It's something that I would do in their goal-scoring position. They fouled him outside the box. It's not going to be a penalty kick. Take the yellow, and hopefully their goalie can save his free kick from Joe Stacy.
Yeah, will it be Joe Stacy or will it be Ferreira to take this? Vitro was fouled in the Milligan match, when ended up being a very crucial foul as well, because that set up the penalty kick for Duarte Ferreira. Ended up being the Rams' only goal of the match. Vitro is up and jogs off. Free kick coming. Stan Ferreira lining up about 2 or 3 yards outside of the box. This could make it nearly an insurmountable lead. Stacy backs off. Ferreira, chip shot over the net. Stacy backed off and gave Ferreira a chance at it. Couldn't loft the ball perfectly. So it'll be a goal kick, but a solid chance there for the young man from Portugal. 23:40 left to go. Kicked away, and now a throw-in for Bluefield. Elijah Smith will do the honors. The man in for the Rams. Michael Enns checking in after Vitro's injury. Stacy boots the ball away with his left foot. Here's Enns on the pressure. Stacy. Long pass down low. It's Chris Dandridge. Dandridge. Roller. Intercepted. Throw in Bluefield. Or it'll stay with CIU, rather. Clock down to 22:05. Developing for CIU, and Clennons lays out. Well, he hasn't been tasked as much as he was in the Milligan match, but he has still maintained a strong presence. Meanwhile, Stoffel bumping around, creating space. No whistle. Picked away by CIU again.
Gotta think that goal-scoring opportunity for Kevin came from Sven's punt. His punts can be an assist almost.
Yeah, Kevin Stoffel almost broke away from those two defenders there.
Breakaway for CIU.
Now on the chance. Back towards the middle. Ferreira gets in the way. Loose ball. It will stay with CIU, but wow. Unselfish move for Rocham there. Turned around, tried to find somebody. He didn't have the right angle on it. And a whistle, and it will be overruled. So a goal kick for Clennons. Rams catching yet another break.
Ola Abifemi coming in for Michael Enns.
Enns is out. Dandridge staying on. Couple of new faces in that midfield. Remember, the Rams did start with Carleek Owens. He's one of the forwards. Long ball, far side. Now in the box, wide left.
Done a lot of talk about Duarte being a brick wall for Bluefield. Freshman Gabriel does a great job also defending 1v1s and also making big plays like he did also.
Gabriel Blackman making it tough there on the CIU attack. Stops the clock at 19:46. Another goal kick coming up for Sven Clennons. Rams eyeing their first AAC win since the beginning of October. Or rather, the beginning of September, should say, against Truett McConnell. That was a 4-3 win down in Cleveland, Georgia. Could this be the start of something for Bluefield? CIU, though, trying to cut this in half. A good chance for Paz! And it is now a lead cut in half for Bluefield. Wasting no time with 19:34 left.
Bluefield was looking for the offsides call there. They just seemed a little bit flat-footed and too much space for the center forward to run through.
Well, Marcos De Paz, an absolute screamer in the top right. 2-1 the score. Here's Dandridge. Long Hail Mary pass. Goal kick. Two to one the score. 19:07 left. Whistle, and now a free kick for CIU.
Ref seems to be issuing a yellow card to Gabriel Black.
Gabriel Blackman getting a yellow card. So another yellow card on Bluefield. Make that their fifth.
That play to me seemed like a 50-50 ball. Gabriel just had the best of the angle.
Now a free kick. CIU on the press trying to send this maybe into an extra period, but Rams defense has to stay strong here. Good take. Knocked away. Loose ball rolling straight to Clemens. Columbia International creating their own chances. All the momentum in the world for the team from South Carolina. Physical matchup on the line. Stacy exchanging a few words. Trying to make sure what just happened here. Be a free kick for Bluefield. He was mixing it up there with Yer Gill. 17:40 on the clock. Rams still up by 1. Relying on the PK in the first half, and the goal from Kevin Stoffel right when the second half started. And the best take from Joe Stacy. Horrible pass. Here come the Rams. Stacy trying to create an opportunity. That's Vasquez. Dandridge. Throw in Bluefield. Deep in the attacking third. 16:45 left to go. Bluefield only up by 1. Stacy takes it. And a goal kick. Rams haven't created much off of those set pieces.
Alec is back in the game for Olatunji.
Ebufemi taken off, and Alec Vitro, who had that big foul drawn right outside of the box. Clock is halted at 15:51, 2-1. Rams on top of the Columbia International Rams. Dandridge. Lost the ball. Long sprint. Blackman duking it out with Jeremiah Ruth. A whistle, and it looks like a free kick for CIU. Another close one coming up for Columbia International with 15 minutes and 12 seconds left. Romulo Barreto, who does have a yellow card. And by the way, that last yellow card was actually called on Ezekiel Hemling. Just missing. Left footer. Knocked in the air. Bluefield exhales for just a second with 14.5 minutes left to go. Can they maintain the lead? Throw in for CIU. Rams eyeing for a chance to net the dagger here. Lemus way out of goal. Rams trying to apply some pressure. Batterman. Here's Bagale. Now a whistle, that's a dangerous try. CIU doesn't take any time to think about it. Maybe they should have after Bluefield fights it back.
Bluefield's going to have to take possession of this game and just take control, slow the pace down for CIU. CIU's controlling the pace of the game, trying to find a lot of through balls to their outside mids. Bluefield not doing such a great job keeping control of the game. They're up 2-1 with 13-15 left in the game. Just has to calm it down, slow the pace of the game down.
After DePaz's goal, it has been all CIU. Another substitution coming in for Bluefield. Dandridge taken off.
Michael Enns, I believe, is coming in.
Yeah, Enns back into the match for his second try at this. Vitro has to range back. Gives it up to Elijah Smith. Out of a triple team. Vitro's wide open. Can't find him on the targeted pass. 12:20 left. 12 minutes. Can the Bluefield College Rams hold on? Or will CIU find a way to equalize? Both teams looking for crucial conference wins. Free kick for Bluefield.
That should be a card on the play by the ref. 13 came in with no intention of the ball. Elijah already won the header.
Free kick for Joe Stacy. Jeremiah Ruth. DePaz. Picked away. Yeah, free kick for Bluefield. Good break there. CIU looked like they had some momentum traveling across midfield. Now 11:20 left to go in the match. Ferreira kicks it left. Vasquez. Vitro. Just misses the touch. CIU scrambling a bit here. Stacy. Elijah Smith throwing a shoulder in. A throw in for Ruth. Cuts with space. Another through ball missing on DePaz. 10.5 minutes left. Rare just kicks it out.
On that last opportunity for Bluefield, I would love to see Vasquez take his first touch with a shot on goal. He has a great hit, just like Joe Stacy. I would like to see him shoot on goal. Challenge the keeper a little bit.
As you say that, Joe Stacy punts it down the field. 10 minutes, 8 seconds. Stoffel. Rams still pressing. Bagale. Brought down. Here's CIU. Defense staying strong. 3-on-3 in the box and booted away. Another one-on-one ball won by the freshman Blackman. 9.5 minutes left before we are done with regulation. All the CIU Rams ready. He thought that was a corner kick. Instead, it will be a throw. Shot on goal, pushed away. Clemens has to get back up, but instead the ball's kicked into the ravine. Another throw in for CIU. Tension building here, 8:50 on the clock. No whistle. CIU wanted a foul in the box, but they will play on. On the ground, another free kick. That's Luke Nolan drawing it. 8:22 left to go in the match. A free kick for CIU. A goal would tie it up. It's 2-1.
Seems like CIU is diving for these free kicks now. They don't seem exact fouls on Bluefield's part. They got to be a little bit more safer, but Bluefield's doing a good job not to put much body on them.
And you got to remember the Rams also have 5 yellow cards. DePaz. Long bent free kick. It'll be a goal kick for Bluefield. CIU's wishing they would have that one back. 7:40 now.
With bringing up those yellow cards, I'm thinking of the pressure that the two center backs for Bluefield has on them. With Black and Duarte both having yellow cards, knowing that their position requires a lot of physical contact, them having to be safe back there.
Well, a goal for Bluefield certainly would feel like a dagger in this match. But ever since that Kevin Stoffel shot, they haven't had a great look. Elijah Smith spins around, finds it. Tangled up, free kick Bluefield. Rams taking their sweet time with 7:04 left. Loose ball. DePaz. Rather, that's Gordon. Right footer. Rolls away. Loose ball. Off the post. Inches away from being tied at 2-2.
That is great defense by JoJo on the outside, just to track his men back with his phenomenal speed that he has. And then Gabriel coming up with a huge slide tackle just to nip it on the post.
Jeremiah Ruth. Inches away from making it 2-2. Oh, wow. Two great shots. Not over yet, though. 6 minutes left. Gordon. More pressure for Bluefield. Corner kick. CIU wasting no time. 5.5 minutes left. You can take a moment here. Have to make sure this is a good-looking corner kick. Clennons knocked it away. Still loose. DePaz. Loose ball. Whistle, and now a free kick for Bluefield. Everybody was flopping down to the ground that time.
Great job by the sideline ref noticing that wasn't a foul, noticing that CIU's looking for calls now, flopping to the ground very easily.
4:50 left. Inside of 5 minutes, can Bluefield hold on and get their first conference win since September 8th? But CIU aims for their 8th win of the season. And possibly for them, could be their 3rd conference win to knock them up at 3-3 in the AAC. A chipper! rolling just wide, and that would have been the dagger. Fresh legs in for Bluefield. Finley coming in. Actually, that looks like Elijah Adebasoa. Adebasoa into the match. 4:12 left to go. CIU just moments ago hitting a ball off the post. Rams looking for the last shot. Off the boot. Long roller. Clennons is way out of position, and he kicks it right over top of the CIU bench. Onto the other soccer field here. 3:45 left to go. A big throw in for CIU. Jeremiah Ruth. Into the box again. Right footer. Knocked away. Crucial save. CIU developing another chance. Another save for Clennons. Ball is still loose. Rams relying on the keeper again. 3:12 on the clock. Kicked away. Pedal is still to the floor for CIU. Here's Gordon. Right footer. Cut by Clennons. And the Rams have to tip their cap to the goalkeeper. Another strong performance right at the end of the match. See if he holds up with 2:50 left to go.
Scores being 2-1 with 3 shots in less than 30 seconds on spin. You might want to call him clutch for this moment right now.
And those weren't bad-looking shots at all. I mean, the goalkeeper was the only way those balls weren't going to go in. There was no other defender there into the way of it. Under 2.5 minutes left. Rams remain up by 1. Whistle blows to stop the match for just a second. Free kick. Throw in Bluefield. Now a goal kick. 2 minutes left to go in the match.
Bluefield's defense is going to have to take a deep breath and calm down after that play. They're going to have to keep their positioning and keep their formation. They seemed a little bit out of whack on the last play. They just got to calm down, know that they have the game in the hands.
Another whistle, and have to see where this foul goes. It'll be a free kick for Bluefield. Clock still rolling, 1:30. Ferreira trying to find an open Vitro, can't connect. CIU on the throw. Here comes Rocham. Lost the ball. What a fight there by Blackman. Those one-on-one balls have favored him tonight. Another throw in for CIU. Clock down to 1:10. Whistle and a free kick for Bluefield. Stoffel down. Inside of a minute, clock reads 58 seconds. That's Nathaniel Ruth getting a card. 4th card of the night for CIU. That's the 8th yellow card we have seen all match. 58 seconds left. Columbia International will try to fight this away to maybe muster up the tying shot. Ferreira trying to silence that opportunity. Now for Joe Stacy. He'll try to force a corner here. He can't do it. Fights it back. Now a quick foul. Free kick coming up. Keeper will take it. Clock rolling at 40 seconds now. Lemus launches the ball. Still loose in midfield. Another whistle and a free kick. Last chance coming up for Columbia International. 18 seconds now. Everybody's rushing. Everyone's going to the box. Knocked away. Stuffle. 5 seconds. Last shot coming up. Clennon steps up and silences the game. Rams hold on to win 2-1, and they net their first conference win since the beginning of September. Finally, the Rams can breathe, Cynthia.
I mean, myself, I'm finally breathing. After Sven saved those 3 goals, I don't think I took 3 breaths after that.
Well, the Rams get a crucial win in the AAC. The goal from Kevin Stoffel at the beginning of the second half ends up deciding it, and Bluefield wins for the 3rd time this season, improving to 3-6-1 and now 2-4-1 in the conference, while Columbia International falls to 7-4, a classic here at East River Soccer Complex, and Bluefield holds on to win an exciting one here in the 2 Virginias. For Abby Key and Cynthia Brown, my name is Bailey Engel, reminding you the final score. Bluefield wins 2-1. And until next time, take it easy, Rams fans.